Hello everybody, wee Paddy again from across the shuck. Just a wee video this afternoon, and the wee video is on this knife that you see in front of you, which is I'm going to get tactical knife. I'm not a great tactical person. I done a video not so long ago on tactical pens. If you want to go back down the channel, you can have a look at that to see what I think of tactical pens. And this is a tactical knife. Now, I'll have to say this is a very small tactical knife. This is the Kershaw Emerson collaboration. It's a cqc2k. Now, to me it'd be too small for a tactical knife anyway. I wouldn't use it, but I'm going to use it as the background to the conversation I want to have about tactical knives, why we would feel the need to carry a tactical knife. If I was carrying a tactical knife, I would want to be going into a tactical situation. But most times in my life, I don't have many tactical situations I want to go into. Yes, I suppose I could get attacked in the street and somebody will jump up from behind me. Well, if they do that, to be honest with you, the chances of me getting my hand down to my pocket and pulling a knife out isn't really there. I'd want to throw them off first and then maybe get it out. So, again, I don't see the need for it. It's different if you're in the army or if you're in one of the defence forces or you're a security guard. But unless you're that, I really don't see the point in them. And I'm sorry if that offends people, but I really don't. I genuinely, we can... no, I'll just say I don't see the point of them. I don't see the point at all. Now, this is a lovely wee knife. It's made with stainless steel and there's G10 on the other side of the handle. And there's the lovely little Emerson monkey's head, or whatever it's called, on the front. You've got the little bit that catches in the corner of your pocket. I can't quite think what that's called. And it's like a flat thumb opener. But it is nice. I mean, the blade is about 2.5 inches long, so that's going to rule it out to me as a tactical knife. Although it's the last line of defence, yes, it is, but it's about 6.25 inches long, so that's about 6.5 centimetres of a blade and 16 centimetres long. It only weighs about 2.8 ounces, which is not bad for stainless steel. Although it's only 6.5 inches long, with 6.25 inches long, so and it's 8 grams. Now, it's quite a nice wee knife just to use as an everyday knife. If you felt it made you feel safer, by all means get it. I don't believe they're very expensive. I'd got this wee one on a trade, so because I wanted to see what a tactical knife was. Now, if I was going to say anything to anybody, I would say practice with it, because I tried to put it in my jeans and it took me about 10 times before I was able to deploy it properly without making the blade extremely loose. So I've now got it sitting there now, and this is not fixed at all, so it just turns. When you turn the other side, it just turns. It's a nightmare to loosen, but I've got it to the stage now where I've fiddled about with it, where I can do it, but only just, and it doesn't happen every time. Half the time I still have to give it a wee flick with my hand at the end. Now maybe that's because this is small, and the bigger ones, because of the blade weight and all, will be a bit different, so I'm prepared to give it that. But again, whether I'd want a tactical knife, I don't know. I don't know a situation where I would actually need it unless I was hand-to-hand combat and I wanted to get it out fast, somebody's in front of me. But again, there's too many things to me can go wrong with having to lift the knife, flick it out backwards. What happens if it doesn't come out? Whereas I know if I take my normal knife out and flick it, it comes out, I mean, let's, for instance, here's my little ganzo here, right? I'll just bring this out. If I have my little ganzo here, I pull it out of my pocket and do that. I know that's coming out. There's my knife ready. So the actual thing of pulling it out of my pocket, it's nearly extra things you have to do to be quicker, and that doesn't sort of ring in my head very well. But again, this is just my opinion. Down below, please feel free to let me know what you think. If you've used them, if you've had a situation where it has helped you, please let me know, because I'm struggling, really struggling with it, to be honest with you. this one especially, which is why they made this so strong. Maybe this one's for a lady or a young woman to carry. I could see that maybe being a point of view, but I don't know, I'm really struggling for something. I mean, there's a lovely blade shape to it. Stasa loves the old clip point or drop point. That is just beautiful. And there's a lovely wee belly. Because, well, you wouldn't sharpen this in a big sharpening system, but there's plenty of ways. Spyderco Sharp Maker will do that quite easily. It's nice looking little knife with a... this is just another, I'll just take that. Another wee problem with it is the lockup. The lockup, it's just about getting on and no more. If you can see that, and I'll show you that. Just about. And a couple of times when I was pulling it out of my pocket to try and do it as a tactical thing, there wasn't enough force to get it to go on full. So it was sitting like that, and then it closed. So again, you would have to nearly bring it out. Now that's fine, you can hear that, and it's solid. But it's just one of those things. I think sometimes, to do extra things to get the same result, for me, doesn't always work. There's your G10. Oh, let me get this up to you. This, by the way, I'm testing my new, it's not a new camcorder, but it's the first time I've had it wired up to the computer so that I can download on it. G10, it's not extremely grippy, but it works. It does work. Nice little, it's quite like most Kershaws are. There's lots of writing on the blade, but it's nice. The liners are not milled out in any way. There's your little monkey skull. Yeah, nicely made knife, all black, very tactical. What would I compare it? I mean, if you're going to compare it, there you go. There's your Delica, which is a bigger blade, and to me, I would rather be holding on to this than having, 3 fingers on this and one sort of, just on it. If you take it, this is just nearly a 3-finger knife, and my little finger is squeezing on the end of it. I'm just going to pull this back out a wee bit. Again, please forgive me, this is the first time with us using it. So my 3 fingers get on, but my smallest finger's looking for somewhere to go. But with this lift, with the wee ramp at the front there, it really does give you quite a lot of power if you want to jab or stab. So that, yes, it'll do stab. But to be quite honest, I'd be more comfortable with my Delica in my hand. If I want to jab and poke somebody, bigger blade, better blade steel. Not that that matters when you're sticking it in somebody. But again, I don't see where I would be. There's the wee, the Ganzo F753M. I'll put that down. Again, that's a bit bigger than it. But for me, it'll deploy quicker than what that'll deploy, to be honest with you. And I know it's out. Once I flicked it out, it's out. So that. And here's one that's exactly the same size as it. And this is a little San Remo. Well, they're near enough the same size. This is an all steel body as well. Stainless steel. The blade length, if I get them up, the blade length is about the same. There wouldn't be that much difference in them. And to be honest, I like this better for the simple fact that it's a liner lock. It's easier to deploy than this with a thumb lock. This I find quite cumbersome. So a bit stuck for words on where I would use it and why I would want it. I'll get back down a bit closer. So again, I really will be interested to hear what people say below, those who have used them or carry tactical knives. You literally have to do more things than just lift your knife out of your pocket. You've got to concentrate on flicking it back, bringing it forward, hoping, because you can't see it, it's behind you, hoping that blade has clicked fully in contact, because nothing worse than going to stick it in somebody and it falls back and cuts your fingers off. Again, maybe it's better with a bigger knife. I don't know. Never used one. But I'm just going to set some of the Delica down beside it. I like the Delica because it's, it's just a bigger knife too. But to be quite honest, out of these two, and this one costs about £5-6, $7-8. I'm not sure what they cost, but probably more than that. I would go for this one, to be honest. Definitely go with this one. So I'm not going to labour the point. They're not for me. I don't see the point in them. If somebody can explain to me how that would be a quicker and safer method of deploying a knife, rather than just, you know, pulling it straight out of your pocket and just flicking your knife open. I mean, pulled it out of my pocket and doing that, how much quicker do I need to be? I just don't know. I've done that off camera there, a complete waste of my time and effort because you didn't see it. But there we go. I say it's first video, and hopefully I'll get used to it as it goes on. There we go. I really want to see how it works and what the what it's like on camera, what the picture's like, what the sound's like. So let me know below, if you would be so kind, as what it's like. But let's have a discussion. Please tell me what you think of tactical knives. Do you think they're worthwhile? I don't, and I've said my opinion. I think you've got to do extra things to accomplish the same feat, and I don't want to be doing that if I need to take the knife out in a rush. I'm nearly 60, but God's sake, by the time the man gets his hand around the throat, I'll have given up and screamed, submit. But there we go. All right, take care, folks. Thank you very much. Just a quick one. Please let me know what the quality's like on the video. I'll get used to doing the button in and out as time goes by, and where's the best place to place it. This is to the side of me here, and it's very good. I can't see it. But there we go. Take care, folks. Paddy's away. Thanks very much.